Hello, and welcome to the podcast today. It's been a fun week for our family. I have 4 kids, and number 3 graduated from college, and our baby graduated from high school. So we had family in town, we had the grad party, got to see a lot of their friends, and it's just such a joyous occasion that really just had a terrific time. So I hope that your end of the school year time has been joyous too. And here we are into summer. So I have a question for you today. Do you have kids, nieces, nephews who are like really anti-capitalist? Like it's really a thing, right? Well, today I'm going to kind of jump in the pool with them and agree. So if you ever watched a movie and you get to the really exciting, scary part where the bad guys are on the move, they're getting closer, and someone says, they're coming, and it just chills run up your spine. Well, this happened when I read something from Bloomberg Business Week this spring, and I wanted to share it with you. Big junk foods campaign to get you eating Doritos and Oreos for dinner. Go ahead and Google that one. So this is sort of capitalism at its worst, just because it's super unhealthy. But I have to tell you that they're coming for you now, but they already did. This is maybe the second wave, or maybe it's multiple waves. So in the 80s, the snack food companies started marketing snacks to adults. And if you remember being a kid, you would go, and of course you had to watch TV at a certain time. You had to sit down on Thursday night at a certain hour with your family on the couch and watch the shows. And most likely, if you remember back, you were not eating anything when you watched TV. And now, I work with menopausal women who want to lose weight and optimize their health. And they're telling me, no, this is really normal for me to eat snacks while I watch TV at night. And it might be a norm, but it's not good for us. So we used to eat 3 meals and not really snack. And the snack food companies have really brought snacks into events, into watching TV, and that has really changed our culture from that advertising. And we have allowed it in. And from there, the nutrition community said, well, we don't want to tell people to restrict, so we'll tell them to have healthy snacks. Now, this is where the nutrition world got it wrong, because most human bodies, and especially at perimenopause, menopause, and beyond, snacking is not the answer. Snacking leads to an active digestive system where insulin is hanging around to process the food that you've eaten so that you can store it. And then we are a people who store food all day long, and we never use our fat for energy because we're snacking. Well, it's, especially bad with the processed foods. We now call these ultra-processed foods because actually if you cook an egg, you have processed it. So ultra-processed food, we're talking about those things that come in boxes in bags, have added sugar on that added sugar line, have long ingredient lists oftentimes, and have more than 1,500 studies showing that these foods are linked to increases in diabetes, cancer, heart disease, many diseases. So here we are today. Now these companies are feeling that they're not selling enough product again. Whether it's because we talk about ultra-processed foods and people are looking for healthier alternatives, I'm not sure. The writer of the article said maybe it's the Ozempic effect, although I'm not sure that so much of the population is taking Ozempic that they are eating less. But these companies are not selling enough food, so they are coming for you again. And I'm telling you this because I want you to notice when you see the advertising. I want you to notice when the conversation starts to change. I want you to notice when your teens and young adults start changing how they're doing things or saying, hey, this is the best, so that you can fight this culture, because it is not good for you. It is not good for your weight. It is not good for your health. So when we look at these foods that are mostly made of industrial ingredients, the heads of these food companies who make them have started doing things like writing op-eds in major newspapers so that this gets splashed around the internet. And what they're doing is saying that ultra-processed is a buzzword. And it's true, it's not super well defined, but they're saying it's a buzzword. They're trying to stay away from that idea. The CEO of PepsiCo is quoted in the article, "I don't like the word ultra-processed and I don't believe in it." Well, of course you don't believe in it, because it's by calling the food that you provide ultra-processed, people are not wanting to buy it as much because it's not healthy. The snack food companies have made commitments to food systems transformation. I'm not sure they have defined what kind of transformation they want to make. So I want to tell you about, this article talks about 2 different food company conferences that they had this year. So the Consumer Analyst Group of New York conference said it wants to make more junk food more available to more people more often. Now, I will give them credit for walking the walk, because at their conference, during the breaks, they had packaged cupcakes and coffee for the snack. So it wasn't like they, didn't want their employees to have it as well. They went all the way. They are suggesting that creations from ultra-processed foods should become part of the food pyramid. This is their goal. They want to bring some of these snack chips into recipes so that they will be on the table more often. Now, full disclosure, have I made tacos with nacho cheese Doritos? I have. It is from the Girl Scout days, and we have made that sometimes in my home. But I am rethinking if I'm really ever going to do that again, because I am very upset and scared that they want to try to get this more into our world. Here's one of the themes of the conference, that they want to expand into new occasions. Now, this is what they did in the 1980s, right? We were just eating our meals. We were watching The Wonderful World of Disney, sitting on the floor, staring at the screen, not eating anything. When people got together, when children got together to play, there wasn't a snack all the time. Well, they want to add more occasions again. In specific, I want to note for you that people have been eating less cereal, which is a good thing, because really, with your menopause body, you want to eat something savory, you want to have protein, and you want some fiber. So that means some vegetables or greens, berries with your protein breakfast. And so going away from cereal is a great idea. But they are going to start marketing to you that cereal should not be confined to the morning, and that it is perfectly sensible to have sugar cereals, not even the healthy ones, for on-the-go snacks and as a sensible dinner. I'm not kidding, because they are packaged in convenient single-serving bags. So watch for this. So Mondelez International, which brings you Cadbury eggs and Lula Pims biscuits, which are cookies, published a report in 2023 called The State of Snacking, and it noted that an increase in snacks replaces actual meals. So you're grazing on salt, sugar, and unhealthy fats, which has increased the market share of these companies. So what they are going to try to sell you is that processed foods gives us time back that we can use to create new memories. And that is from an op-ed by David Chavern, CEO of the CBA, the big food interest group that represents all of these companies. So please watch for this. The snack food companies are coming for you again. They are coming for the neighbor kids. They are coming for your grandchildren. They are coming for you. And no matter what delightful story they tell, I want you to notice it so that you can fight back against it. If you ask your pediatrician how to have healthy families, they will tell you to have dinner together. And by that, they mean to sit at a table together and eat healthy food, not sugar cereal in a package. I will remind you that memories can be made by passing on family recipes. My mother-in-law passed away this year, and we all shared memories of foods that she had taught us how to make, like a spinach pie made out of phyllo dough that really is so much easier to make if someone helps you make it the first time. She cooked with all our children. And those are beautiful memories and have nothing to do with sugar cereal. As I mentioned before, I work with menopausal women and beyond who want to lose weight and optimize their health. And so watch out for these snack food companies. This food will make you feel poorly. You'll have more headaches. You'll feel hangry. You will think that you have low blood sugar and need to snack more because of the addictive nature of these foods. They have employed food scientists to make it more addictive, to find the bliss point where it lights up dopamine centers in your brain and keeps you coming back for more. They are coming. They are coming. Watch out. Stick to eating healthy food and don't be won over by the marketing that is coming. Thank you for listening today. Please share this with people who need to know and nourish yourself with some healthy food this week, my friend.